Chiefs staying there and being an important part in the heart of Jackson County is going to be something that is very important for us.
Hopefully we have a good shot at getting this thing done.
Clay County Presiding Commissioner Jerry Nolte is hopeful the Royals may select this North Kansas City site to build a new ballpark. The state plan calls for unspecified local government funding. Kansas City is proposing a plan to help finance a new Royals ballpark at Washington Square Park. Clay County's plan may include a public vote. Kansas City's would not.
My preference on most of these things is that it go to a vote of the people.
We have continued to say, how can we find a solution that does not raise taxes of any sort?
Well, while we were preparing to celebrate the Chiefs and watch Monday Night Football, there was some big stadium news that dropped ever so slightly up on your timelines. First, I'll begin with the Royals. Pete Mundo is reporting that the Royals are in negotiations, allegedly, with Clay County about the North Kansas City location for them to move from the K up there. There are ongoing conversations with the decision makers, and the team is even funding some of the due diligence needed by the county to take the next steps. And then there was this other piece of news that dropped during the Monday Night Football game about our Kansas City Chiefs. And this comes from Sam McDowell from the Kansas City Star. And he says that a small stadium, and he said that the Chiefs have retained a firm to seek applicants to design a new stadium in Kansas. And they met last week, parentheses, again, for updated renderings on their renovation option in Missouri. Then there was this other piece of news that dropped about 3-4 weeks ago. The Legends outlet in Kansas City, Kansas has been sold. Now, the company Tanger or Tanger, not sure which one is the pronunciation, but they announced that, and this was September 16th, they announced that they're buying the outdoor shopping center for about $130 million. And to me, all of these things dropping and all of this news is no coincidence. None at all. I just need Kansas City as a whole to listen to your big homie just one time. If you ever listen to me on anything else, listen to me on this. Kansas City, get used to it. The Royals are going to North Kansas City, and the Chiefs more than likely are going to the Legends. It is what it is, man. You got to accept it. And you got to understand the reasonings why. We all love the Chiefs. We grew up with the Chiefs, and we all think, hey, they're here in the backyard. They're Kansas City's team. I want to tell y'all that all of that changed when the Chiefs got Patrick Mahomes and started winning Super Bowls. The Chiefs are not local anymore, y'all. Them days is over with. It all started with Lamar Hunt and what he said. He said he wanted this to be Mid-America's team. Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Oklahoma, Arkansas, all the states that border Missouri and Kansas, for that matter. That was the initial vision for the Kansas City Chiefs in 1963 when he brought them here. So it's always been bigger than Kansas City with the Chiefs. But now it's even bigger than that. The Chiefs are trying to be the Globe's football team. Hence the Chiefs playing all these international games. And we talked about this on the pod before. This is nothing new for this organization. Lamar Hunt, again, he's the one that led the way, or was one of the leaders in the NFL with opening the doors to international play and trying to expose football to a global audience. And with the current dynasty on deck, residing right here in Kansas City, this is going to be a global team. I mean, if not, it already kind of is. You got to think about it like this. This team can be anywhere in the world and people are going to follow it now. It doesn't have to be based in Kansas City, Missouri for people all around the United States or all around the globe to follow and love the Chiefs, to want to spend money on the Chiefs. So they could be anywhere in the world and people going to follow. And it's kind of like the Raiders. Think about the Raiders and their brand and how, even look at the Raiders logo. It says Raiders. There's no affiliation to no city on that logo. And of course, they've been in 3 different cities: Oakland, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas. And their brand is still one of the top brands globally, even though they've been losing their ass off for the better part of 35 to 40 years now. You know, that brand and what it stood for and how people wore it, it meant something. And the Chiefs are getting to that point to where they don't have to be in Kansas City to be a global phenomenon, to make money. So it's a different day, y'all. And it's about to be. Y'all know me, man. I like to keep it real, raw, and rugged. I need it. I need that full unadulterated truth so that I can decide what to do from there. So that there's nothing hidden. And I'm gonna give it to you raw with this, y'all. It's not gonna be the same Chiefs. When/if they move and get this new dome and get this new stadium or whatever. It'll be a brand new experience and organization. It might be ran a little different. Their connections to maybe the community might not be the same. And there are several reasons why to that. Look, the average fan is going to get priced out. That's just how this thing goes with these new stadiums and the structure of the financials of it. Look up the personal seat licenses in different stadiums and the astronomical price that you'll see attached with it. There are some perks and benefits and all of that to it, and I don't want to go into the deep end with that, but you got to have some bread to do it. And around here, it's a different market from your bigger cities or whatever. So I think they got to be careful with how they structure this new stadium with the pricing and all of that type of stuff, because the real Chiefs fans in Chiefs Kingdom, the lifeblood of this thing, are the people of Kansas City. The people who built what Chiefs Kingdom is and what it's all about. I hope they never lose that flavor, that homegrown, hometown diner flavor that the Chiefs have, instead of it being wine and cheese and very corporate and all of that. But y'all better prepare yourself. But going to the Royals though, they were moving on along. This was totally expected with them. Just didn't know where though. That was a part of the investment though when John Sherman bought the team, was making sure that he could capitalize on what he wanted was a downtown stadium. And man, downtown baseball in Kansas City will be beautiful. And I wish it would have passed. Matter of fact, I still wish that option number 1 would be somewhere in downtown, Washington Square Park, Crossroads, wherever. I just think it would be a really great addition to what we already have. But I don't think that's in the plans, y'all. I think they going up to North Kansas City. And again, all speculation, and I'm just going off the reports that I've seen on this. I really wish it was downtown, but North Kansas City is a good second option. My ultimate wish, which will never happen, but I wish they would just stay at the K, but that ain't happening. I just think the K is just so beautiful and so perfect for baseball in Kansas City. There is no other place that I'd rather watch baseball at than Kauffman Stadium. And I'm sure the new stadium is going to be nice and it's going to be beautiful and it'll have its own richness and own flavor away from the K. But man, Kauffman Stadium is so perfect. I don't think there's a better compliment than that. So y'all know how I feel about the K. So many memories, so many great nights there. Here's the thing about Kansas City as I wrap this up that I need to say that I need to get across. You have to start embracing Kansas City as a region. And and this is we got a lot of space, we got a lot of opportunity, we got a lot of great people here. And it stretches or it can stretch if you have the right mindset all the way from Leavenworth to all east of Grain Valley, from up north in Liberty to all the way south in Belton. You know, th- this is Kansas City. This is the metro, the entire from Overland Park, Lee Summit, Blue Springs. This is it's all KC, y'all. Raytown, Independence, Shawnee, OP, Olathe is y'all. You got to start embracing Kansas City as a region. We are better together. We are stronger together. I just want everybody to pick that mindset up. I do both on the Kansas and the Missouri side, but I'm gonna say this: we as Kansas City Missourians, there, and I'm talking to myself too a little bit, but there is a portion of us that we got to get over ourselves. Some of y'all be looking down on KCK as if there's a big ass difference when it's really not. There are some differences, there's some subtle differences, but come on, dog. Like it's minuscule at the end of the day. I really just want people to get out of a small town mindset and just start embracing Kansas City as a whole. Because whether you like it or not, the Chiefs, the Royals, the mayors, whoever, they gonna do what the hell they want to do, especially with these stadium situations. It's gonna be weird traveling west to go see football and traveling north to go see baseball, but it'll be a part of the new and growing Kansas City.